Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today is wash day, and as you see, this is not hitting. So what we're going to do today is do a full wash. Oh my god, this feels so good when you take your hair down and you just like scratch it and you get in them roots. Man, I'm telling you. But she still look cute though. Okay, so here we are, rinsing it out, self-explanatory. You see what's going on. We want to make sure we get that water all the way down to the scalp. I think this is probably about a week or a week and a half day old wash go. And what I like to do is when I get in there, I like to really get down to the scalp. I like to massage it, scratch it through a little bit before I just go in with the shampoo because it's a lot of gel buildup in there. And it's not because I add it in there on a daily basis because I don't. It's just all of that's been sitting in there from when I did my last wash, which was a week ago. And besides that, your girl just like to rub her fingers through her hair. Like, I just like it. I like it, okay? So this is where we are. That's the length right there. We down to the past the shoulders, actually. So congratulations on that. Shake it a little bit, okay? I'm loving the curls. Trying to show you, but I mean, because of the top, you might not be able to see all of it. So we're going to go in with Bay, as always. We're going to be using the Mayal Organics line. And I guess I'm just still feeling my curls a little bit because I haven't grabbed it yet. But that's okay. That's okay. You know, I love the way the water feels on my scalp. So we're just going to keep going through with it. There it is. Mayal Organic Shampoo. I am a shampoo girl. Do a few pumps. Get a lot of lather. Okay. The water was getting everywhere. This was my first time filming in the shower. Normally I wash my hair in the sink because it's just easier. And I'll probably do that next time. But this is what it looks like when I do it in the shower on the very few occasions. It gives a good lather. Get all the way down. And I'm not one of those people that when you wash your hair, you just do it on the scalp. I go all the way down to the ends of my hair because guess what? You have product on the ends of your hair. So why wouldn't you put the shampoo on the ends of your hair? And you want to get the back of that neck. You see how I'm working that in? It looks like it's not a lot of lather, but I promise you it is. I think I'm just being a little gentle with the whole wash process because I have the shower curtain open and I'm trying not to splash water everywhere. Or so that was my intention, but I still did. The floor was completely wet, but that's okay. That's why I wash it in the sink because it's just easier, less water. Now we're doing our rinse. And then once we do this, we're going to go back in and do a second wash. You always want to wash twice. The first one is just kind of to like break up that, break up that cast, break up that dirt. Get in there, let your scalp know, hey, I'm coming for you. The second wash is the one where you really focus. You get all the way down to the nitty gritty and you get it clean. I guess if you wash your hair multiple times a week, you might not have to do 2 washes, but I always do it right there. The soap just got in my eyes. Oh no, the water got in my eyes, so that was what the face was about. But it's okay. Note to self, next time you're doing this, make sure you take your makeup off first because as you see later on in the video, it does smear because I completely forgot that I had makeup on my face. But it's okay. We're going to just keep it going anyway. Into the second wash. Get it in there. I love this line. Oh my god, I love this line. This is literally, y'all already know, this is my fave right now. This is all I use every single week like clockwork. I use nothing else. I love the smell of it. It does great for my hair. And I don't know, I'm gonna stick with this until I find something better. But really I'm not even looking for anything better because I like this one so much. It detangles my hair, it makes it soft, it makes it smell good, and it just does what it's supposed to do. So we're just going to keep rinsing it out. Get all of that soap out of there. And then I like to follow up with the conditioner. Even though I do a deep conditioner, I still like to use the regular one that comes with the kit. I don't know if it really does all that much to it since I do the deep conditioning, but in my head, it's like you need to do it. You're supposed to do shampoo, conditioner, then deep conditioner. And that's the order of how I wash my hair. Okay, so there we are. The shampoo. That's the conditioner. I'm sorry, not the shampoo. Do a few pumps on this. Oh, and also when I do the shampoo, I'm not one of those girls that just does like 1 or 2 pumps. No, I pump a lot in there because I'm not afraid of shampoo, especially with this brand. I'm definitely not afraid of the shampoo because, it has all good ingredients for your hair, so I'm not really worried about it. When I put the conditioner in, super soft, because the shampoo for me, I'm not going to say it strips it because that's a harsh word, but it does make it a little like you could tell it's clean. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but you can tell it's clean when you finish with that shampoo. So then I go back in with this conditioner and it gets it soft again. And you see the curls is popping. I moved a little closer so you can see it. We loving the curl pattern. That's the hair that has shed so far in my wash days. Only a little bit. Typically when I wash my hair, I don't use any type of instruments. I'll just use my fingers, so you won't see the combs, you won't see the brushes. And this conditioner, we just sit it in for a little bit, 2 3 minutes, whatever. I don't really care as far as this is concerned in terms of how long I'm supposed to keep it in, because I know I'm going to deep condition it right after this. So I literally put it in, rub it around a little bit, and then we moving on to the deep conditioner. But look at that shiny shoulder. Like, I like that. I don't know if that's the conditioner or that's me. It might be me. But anyway, now we're back and we are about to deep condition. So that's what my hair is looking like with nothing in it right now. There's the comb, not to detangle so much, but just to part it. And we're going to use the Mielle Organics Babasu and Mint Deep Conditioner. I'm going to section my hair in 4. And yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We're parting it. And I have my clips ready to go. I just do the initial part with the comb because it's just easier. And then the rest of it, I just do it with my fingers because we don't need definite parts. Obviously, we're just deep conditioning. We want to clip all of these sides up. Left, right, front and back. Then we put the deep conditioner on. And I can't remember how long I left this on for. But I don't know. We're going to say about 40 to 45 minutes. Maybe an hour, I think, because maybe I had something to do. I'm not sure. But, I just section it for self-explanatory, very, very easy. And we're going to go. Okay, so this is the last section. We put it up. And then I get the conditioner. And sometimes I will, on this part, use a brush. Only because, the Denman brush, only because I want to make sure that the conditioner is spread evenly throughout. Sometimes I'll just use my fingers and I'll finger detangle. I think I don't know, it just matters on a preference for the day. I love that smell. I can't describe what the smell smells like, but I love it. That's the consistency. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. But, it has a really strong smell. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just a strong smell. I think it might be the mint that's in it. I don't know, but my hair loves it. It eats it up, so that's what we're going with. I put it on all the sections. Normally I section my hair as if I was putting a relaxer in it, but I just didn't do it this time, so I only did it just as a whole in the 4 sections. Like, I didn't subdivide the small sections, if that makes sense. I didn't do all of that this time. I just did it just like this. Put it on. A little bit of hair coming out. It's not a big deal. You're supposed to shed hair, but that's still very, very little. So we're okay with that. We're going to put that to the side because we do not want to stop it up the drain, honey. Listen, I don't like that. All right, so keep going. Make sure it's all the way in. Get them ends. Go back. There you go, Star. Get them ends. Get them ends. Okay. Make sure it's all throughout the strands. And then we're going to twist it up. You don't have to twist it. You could just, gather it up and just put it up in the clip. You could do a 2-strand twist like what I'm doing right now. And then you want to clip it up out of the way. It's just easier for me. And then also when I take it down, we got a little body wave to it. So your girl like that, definitely. So now we're going to do the other section in the back. I told you I like to work back to front. Doesn't matter how you do it. Front to back to front to back, whatever, half and half. I don't care what you do. But this is just the way that I like to do it. There's no real reason to it. You see I'm finger detangling right now. I didn't feel like using the comb or the brush. And it looks like I'm raking through my hair dumb hard, but I promise you I'm not. It's just, I don't know, that's just the way it looked. Right? So, a little more hair. And that is the thing that I hate. It's just like the hair just gets stuck to your fingers and you try to take it off and you can be there forever. But anyway, we rocking. So I will say this is the first time using my ring light and I'm so excited about it. I use it in the shower. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do what everybody else does And it works because I don't have any lights on right now in my bathroom. The only light that's on is the ring light, and it's giving all the light that I need. I mean, it has a little bit of a shadow behind it, but you know, that's not really a big deal for me. I was very happy with this. I didn't know, you know, how it was going to look, the setup and everything, but I'm pleasantly surprised. So, there's that. Now, at the front of the head, okay, same premise. We're just going to finger detangle, put the conditioner all the way through. And usually you're supposed to put like a bag over your head, but I think I ran out of bags, so I don't know. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. I feel like you don't have to use a bag if you don't want to. I think a lot of people use bags to keep from whatever treatment they have in their hair from dripping all over the place, but this doesn't drip. This particular conditioner doesn't drip. It sits in your hair and it stays in it until you wash it out. Now, I will say I used to have those caps that you put in a microwave and you heat up, but I burned it not once but twice, so I have to get a new one, and I've just been really lazy, and I haven't gotten a second one. And I've been super lazy because I don't even cover my hair up with bags anymore. I just straight go, you know, let it sit just like this in the clips. I do what I got to do around the house, and then I come back and I wash it out. It doesn't drip anywhere. It doesn't get on anything. I don't mind the smell. It's a very strong smell. So if you're not a person who likes a strong smell, then this conditioner might not be for you. But for me, it's okay. I love it, but you will smell it in your hair. Even after your hair dries, you'll still smell it for like 2 to 3 days later. And if you notice, I'm always focusing on those ends. As I said so many times, the ends is the oldest part of your hair. Make sure that you get whatever product you're working on, especially when you're doing a conditioner. Make sure you get it on the ends of your hair. We're going to twist it up, right? Plop it, boom, get that clip. There you go. Look. Then you want to get the edges, and you want to get the nape of your neck in the back. Okay, you do not want to forget about those two sections. I know a lot of times people do, and you really shouldn't, because that's a part of your hair too. You have to treat that. Showing you guys a little more hair. It's not that much. It's not a big deal. So we're cool with that. There we go. Getting the edges. Put it all on there. Make sure that stuff is conditioned as well. And this is what I was talking about. You see here my makeup is smudging. But it's okay. Because again, like I said, I forgot it was on. You know, it's not really a big deal. I don't care. We're going to get the back. And I know it looks like I'm forgetting the very, very nape of my neck, the part that goes down, but I didn't. So I went ahead and rinsed out the deep conditioner off camera. I took my shower. Now we're ready to go. Today I want to do a braid out, and I'm going to use the Meow Organics Pomegranate and Honey Coil Sculpting Custard. Okay, this is, it gives a lot of definition, but it has a light, very, very light product consistency. So that means you're going to get a lot of curl, great, but it's not going to hold. So I learned that the hard way. The last time I used this, I think I used it on a twist out. Maybe I used it on a braid out. I don't know, but I used it by itself. And for me, it just didn't work. Like the first day it looked good, but then I think once the humidity hit it, it was a hot mess. I didn't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pair it with the wet line. And hopefully that'll hold it a little bit longer. Because you know I only do my hair once a week in terms of washing it. So I need this to last for at least 4 days. And then I'll just throw it up in a puff if it doesn't work. Okay, and then so I'm going to do the braids, and then at the end, I'm going to put some perm rounds just towards the end, just so I can kind of keep the coil and the curl uniform. All right. Let's see. Take this off. I need to get a new one of these because now that my hair is longer, this just doesn't hold all of my hair in. So the only thing that's on my hair right now is the leave-in conditioner, pomegranate and honey, same as always. I just kind of like went through it, got into the sections. I'm going to part it in 4. And then I'm going to add some more of the leave-in, and then we're just going to get started, okay? The parts for the braids are not going to be, like, super exact because I don't want them to be exact. When you do twist outs, braid outs, I found out, again, the hard way, that if you make your parts exact, when you take your hair out, that's how it's going to look. You can kind of like shake it or maybe rake your fingers through to kind of like get rid of those parts. But I feel like if you just do it from the very beginning, then you won't have to do all that extra work towards the end. And as I always say, I like everything to just be as easy as possible. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. I'll probably just do the back sections, or at least one back section on camera. And then I'll come back when I only have the 2 front ones to go. Because I'm not going to do a middle part. I usually do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it just off to the side, and hopefully it turns out right. I don't really have the best luck with braid outs, twist outs, any of them outs. I just don't have luck with it. I don't know why, but it just doesn't work for me. It looks good on day one, but then, I don't know, day two just, I don't know. It just doesn't work right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I watch all the videos. I do all the steps. I think that maybe, I mean, and this might sound stupid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that maybe my hair is just a little too curly, so it doesn't hold it the way I want it. Because when I'm doing the braid outs and I'm doing the twist outs, I don't want a curl. I want the braided look, or I want, you know, the wavy look if I'm doing a twist out. And I never get it to where, you know, to what I'm looking for. You know? So, I don't know. But we're going to try it. I'm excited. We're going to see how this comes out. If you guys have any products that you think would work better, I'm all ears. Please let me know. But wet line holds my hair regardless of what I'm doing. For the most part, I do the wash and goes, but wet line always holds it. So I think that this should be a good go. Like I said, I'm just adding some more leave-in conditioner. Oh, I deep conditioned for about, I don't know, half hour, something like that. I had some homework to do, so I was like, well, let me just deep condition while I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna brush this out. And I don't want them too big. So I'm gonna make them a little small, not mini braids, but they are gonna be kind of small. And then hopefully, my hair will dry by Tuesday. Today is Saturday. And I know you're saying, yo, that's a lot of days, but sis, let me tell you, my hair takes a minute to dry. Just for my wash and goes, my hair takes like 2 days to be thoroughly dry. So now we're talking about a braid out. I don't know. So hopefully I'm not making a really big mistake. But look, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if I think I did show this in an earlier video. That is very thin. So this is a custard. So I tried this by itself for the wash and go. No, not even close. And I love this brand. Like, I really do. But it just doesn't hold my hair the way that I like it to. Or really, it just doesn't even, it's not even about me liking it. It's just, it doesn't hold my hair by itself. That particular product, it doesn't hold it. So I just stick to the wet line and call it a day. So this is the section right here. Not too big, not too small, nothing but a regular braid. That's it, that's all we're gonna do. I have found, I can say that braid outs seem to look better on my hair than twist outs. And like I said, I'm just doing a regular plait braid, call it whatever you want. 3 strands, easy peasy, nothing to it. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way down, and then once we get towards the bottom, instead of me curling it on my fingers, I think I want to use a perm rod. I don't know, I may not need it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. It can't come out horrible. And if it does, what do I always say? It's gonna go right into a puff if it doesn't come out right. But that's not even my main concern. My main concern is that this joint dries. Okay, because my hair is soaking wet right now. So I need it to be dry by, you know, by the time I need it to be dry by. I really shouldn't even be doing it this late. One time it's like almost 8 o'clock. So that alone is just, you know, you asking for it. I should have did this like this afternoon, but I was out running around. So I'm just now getting to it, but you know, we're gonna pray that it works out the way it's supposed to work out. So the only thing I'm putting in here is the custard and the gel. That's it. And I'm just gonna brush it in. Okay. This is the section here, and then we're just gonna braid it down. I don't know how to cornrow. I know it's sad, but so I just do it off the scalp, and you know, it comes out the same way. It's all right. No big deal. But try to, when you're braiding it, try to pull the hair so that the braid is tight. That's another key point when you're doing your braid outs. You want to pull the hair tight. Not pulling it from your scalp. We're talking about the individual strands while you're braiding. You want the braid itself to be tight, not on your scalp. Just the braid. The tighter the braid, the deeper the definition. Okay? And don't worry about, you know, any of the residue that pops up. All of that's going to dry. I have yet to use wet line and she did me wrong where my hair was flaking. Never. I can honestly say that. Never, never, never. Okay. I really don't think I'm gonna have to use these perm rods. I might just be able to coil it around my finger, but I just thought, you know, just for the extra curl, just to make sure, because there's nothing worse than you have a bomb twist out, bomb braid out, and then the bottom just looks like, I don't know, it looks kind of straight or kind of, you know, funky looking. It messes up the whole style, because that, believe it or not, the bottom of that is a part of the style, okay? So you want to make sure that is looking the same way as the rest of your hair. Otherwise, it's just not going to come out the way it's supposed to come out. So, I don't know. Again, I don't know. I just don't know. But we're going to see how this comes out. And, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm going to part a little section. Again, I'm not parting them. I'm just like, you know, loosely with my fingers. That's the way that I'm separating or making my sections. I don't want a definite part in my hair. Because the last time that I did it, I tried to separate it out and it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. And I'm not talking about the braid, I'm just talking about me trying to cover up the parts. So this is just more leave-in. Me trying to cover up the actual parts, it just didn't come out. You could just tell it had that, you know, that separate aspect to it, and I didn't like it. I want it to look full. Okay, some of the custard. I apologize if I'm not making eye contact, but your girl need to see. She can see what you're doing. So this is the length too. We're just doing a quick length check. This is 2 years. 2 years. When I big chopped, I think my hair was probably up to like maybe here. And so in 2 years we got this. And I'm extremely, extremely happy. I can't wait to see what the next 2 years are gonna look like. This is the custard by itself on my hair. It looks great. Like I said, when your hair is wet, definition gonna be popping, not even a question. But for me, when it dries, straight frizz ball. And I'm more of a definition girl than I am a volume girl. Volume is cool, but only, I don't know, I just like it to look neat, right? Like I don't know. I just like it to look neat. I like to see my curls. I like to see them very defined, very uniform. I don't mind having just a wild fro. I don't mind that at all. I rock that a lot. But you know, you have to be careful with that. You have to make sure you have the proper amount of moisture in there. You want to take care of it. I mean, regardless of whatever state your hair is in, you don't want to neglect it at any point. What I normally will do is I'll go in and I'll just re-moisturize it because it starts to look dry. And if it looks dry, it is dry, okay? You just need to really pay attention to it. So I'm just going with either some water or I'll do a mixture of water and leave-in conditioner and just kind of spritz it on my hair just to bring it back a little bit. It's not even about getting the definition back or anything like that. It's just simply about adding more moisture back into my hair. Because when your hair is really dry, it's gonna snap off, right? We're going into the colder months. I know we're not there yet, but we're gonna get there. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. The colder it gets, the more vulnerable your hair is because it's dry, it's brittle. It can just snap, crackle, and pop right off your head. And you don't want that. You don't want all of your hard work to just go out the window, okay? So, and the same thing in the summer months. Don't think that, oh, because it's hot, you know what I'm saying? Like humidity and all that will moisturize my hair. No, it won't. No, you need moisturizer. Water is the best moisturizer, okay? Water, and it's free. You don't have to, you know, do leave-in moisturizer if you don't want to. That's just my preference. Don't try to moisturize it with oil because oil is not a moisturizer. Oil is a sealant. I don't know if you guys knew that. Oil and water, what? They don't mix, right? So if you put oil on your hair and then you try to come back with water or some other kind of moisturizer, it's not going to penetrate the shaft because you have oil on it. So it's kind of acting like a barrier, right? So you want to put in whatever moisturizer you're going to put in, water or whatever. Then if you insist on putting oil in your hair, which is completely fine, you do that after so that it seals everything in and it holds all that moisture in. Don't do it in reverse. Because once that oil gets there, it's just going to close everything up, so to speak, and then none of your moisture will be able to get in there. Okay? I don't know how many braids I'm gonna do. You know, it just depends on how many is in each section or how many it comes out to. But I'm thinking my whole head, I'm thinking we're gonna be in the 20s somewhere. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe 20 exactly. I'm not really sure. But I don't have an exact number that I'm trying to do. I just know I don't want them too big, because the last time I did it, they were big and it didn't last that long, and the definition wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So I want to do them smaller, and then hopefully it'll come out the way I want. You know, trial and error. It's no big deal. I love it regardless, you know. Yeah, that's that. I think what is this, number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. Oh my gosh. I'm already tired, and we're not even like, we still got all of this. But that's why I'm only gonna do one section on camera, and I'm gonna do the rest off, because I can work faster if I'm not trying to look into the camera and, you know, trying to keep you guys entertained. Although I love you, I absolutely love you, but your girl can work faster when she by herself, you know, because y'all just looking at me and stuff. And so I'm gonna do this, just separating it like that. Get that out of the way. Okay, and these are about how big my sections are. Looks big, but you know, it's really not. Well, these doesn't feel that way anyway. So, put some leave-in. Do not forget the ends. Why? Because the ends are the oldest part of your hair. Okay, even if you big chop, it's still been on your head the longest. That's why it's at the end. Okay, just the leave-in. And we're gonna go in with the coiling custard. All right, I love this line, by the way. I really do. The smell is just insane. It really, and it's funny because I'll use this, the pomegranate and honey, but I don't like pomegranates. I really don't. No, I don't like the juice. I tried the juice. I don't like it. But you know, I'm weird like that. So I like the way it smells, but I do not like to drink it. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. I'm not having a dark colored shirt, but I just grabbed the first thing that I saw. Okay. I really do wish I could braid on the scalp, or otherwise known as cornrow. My best friend said that she's gonna teach me, but I don't know. It's something I really wanted to do, because I think it would, you know, it would help me a lot when I'm doing Aaliyah's hair and when I'm doing my hair. Because sometimes I want a cornrow and I just, you know, I can't do it. I can't do it. So I used to practice on my dolls when I was little, but I don't know, it still didn't come out the way that I wanted to. It's like my fingers won't do what my brain is telling it to do. So I was just one of those girls that just never learned how to cornrow. Ironically, I learned how to plait on my doll's hair. So go figure, right? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, what's up with you guys? What y'all got going on? You guys traveling yet? I want to go out of town so bad. I had a trip. I think I spoke about this in an earlier video. I had a trip planned for God, was it August? I think I was supposed to go somewhere. I was supposed to go see my family. I think it was August, and I canceled it at the last minute because that's when the numbers started spiking where I was going, and I got nervous. This freaking coronavirus, she is not going anywhere. But I will say that it makes indoor dining much more pleasurable for me anyway. For me, we went out to eat today, and they had everybody more than 6 feet apart. Like, they had people downstairs in the lower level, then they had people upstairs. We were upstairs, so I kind of felt like VIP. It was really nice. You know, they really have people separated, and I'm just the person, I don't like a lot of crowds anyway. It's just because you just never know what's going on, right? People are crazy. They just start spazzing out of nowhere. I don't need that in my life. So I like the fact that it's just not a lot of people when you go out to eat, or when you're trying to do, you know, any extracurricular activities. I like how they're keeping everything mandated. The only aspect that I really don't like is I don't like wearing the mask all the time, because I'm starting to, I notice anyway, I'm starting to break out. And I don't know if it's because of the mask that I'm wearing at work, because I work in a hospital. So we have to wear the mask as soon as you walk through that door until you leave. So we have to wear it all day. Obviously, unless you take it off when you're eating. But imagine that, just literally imagine that for a second. If you work in a hospital, you already know, or maybe your job does it too. I don't know, maybe it's not just hospitals, but just like really think about that. Wearing a mask for, you know, 7.5, 8 hours a day, every single day. All that just hot air, your breath, it's too much. And the material, I think the first vendor that we used to use, I don't know, they had it on some back order or whatever, so they switched vendors, and when they switched, that's when I noticed that my skin started breaking out. And I don't like that. I really and truly don't like that. I work really hard to keep my skin clear. I drink a lot of water. Obviously, I drink a lot of wine. Wine does have its health benefits too. Don't think that it's just, oh, because you just want to get drunk. No, it has nothing. It's good for your heart, good for your skin. It has a lot of benefits. Just read up on it. Red wine, not white wine, as far as I know. And yeah, so my skin is starting to break out. And I don't like that. But, you know, I don't know. When I'm in my office, I take my mask off. So, you know, that's good. But when people come around, then I have to put it back on, because you just never know who has it. And people are like, oh, well, when COVID is over, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. No, COVID ain't going nowhere, as far as I know. Anyway, you know. And so I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to go out and do things. But I'm just like, I don't know. She spoiled everything for me. I have a birthday coming up. My birthday's next month. And, you know, people are asking what you want to do, where you want to go. But I'm just like, my couch. That's really all I want to do. Because everything just got spoiled by this. Because of the mask, because of the social distancing, because of the lines, because of the capacity limit. You know, just different variables that's getting in the way. But I don't know. I've been trying to do something. Right now, I just can't really think of anything that I want to do. Okay, so I am finished braiding my entire head. I don't know how many braids I have in here, but I'll count it and I'll just put it up in the video later. But I think it's going to come out really, really good. The only thing I have left to do now, normally I put this on my hair when it dries, but I'm going to just do it now. It doesn't really matter. It's the Main Choice Growth Oil, and I use this religiously every time I wash my hair. It has a nozzle on it, so it's very easy, and all I do is, you know, in no particular order, I just put it on my scalp, and then I massage it in with my fingers. And if anything, I mean, outside of just the direct care that I've been giving to my hair, if anything, I will say that I think this attributed to the growth that I've achieved, so that's a good thing. And that's really it. I'm going to leave it like this. I don't sit under a dryer, but I think this time I may, only because it's 9 o'clock and I want to get a head start on just the drying time. I know my hair, it looks short, but it's thick. And so it's going to take a minute to dry. And I'm just really fearful that it's not going to be dry by the time I need it to be. So I'm just going to give it a little quick head start. And that's it. I will come back and show you guys once it's completely dry and I take the braids out, show you what the finished look is looking like, and hopefully it comes out really nice. And yeah, so I will see you guys when my hair is dry and I take the braids out. Okay, ladies. So we are on day 3 or day 4 that I've had these in. So we're gonna take them out, and I already started a little bit just because I was just too excited and I couldn't wait, but I wanted to show you guys. This is what the definition is looking like. Again, this is from just the, what is it? My Yellow Organics Pomegranate and Honey Custard and the Wet Line Gel. Excellent definition. It's exactly the way I want it. The only thing that I'm doing right now to unbraid them is using a little bit of the Main Choice Growth Oil. And I'm not doing this for the purpose of growing per se. I'm doing it just to have them kind of oil on my hand, because whenever you take out a braid out or a twist out, you always want to have some kind of oil on your hand. The reason behind that is because oil helps to eliminate frizzies. We don't want that. Not what we do in a takedown. After we finish taking it down, then if you want to get a little frizz, a little volume, that's fine. But for the initial, especially for day 1, because you kind of want this style to last a little bit, you want to just eliminate as much frizz as you possibly can. And take it out very, very gently. I try to focus on, again, this is a 3-strand plait. So I just try to focus on one of the strands, and I kind of loosen it, and then the rest just follows suit. I know that sounds kind of weird, but they come out on their own. And see, that's what it's looking like without any kind of separation. I don't think I'm going to separate it too much on day one because I want to see how many days I can get out of it without it just becoming like really, really poofy and frizzy looking. I want to be able to see the definition in there, but I'm really excited of how it looks. And I might have finally hacked it for the first time. So, you know, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I think I'm going to stick definitely to braid outs because when I do twist outs, it just doesn't come out. I don't know. It just, whatever I use, it doesn't work when I do the twist outs. I think my hair just likes, you know, to have braid outs done to it. So that's what we're going to stick with. I'm really happy so far with the results. It came out fine. It came out the way I wanted it to come out. So that's good. The true test obviously will be when I go outside because I haven't been outside with my hair out, obviously, because I'm just not taking it out. So that will be the true test to see how it holds up. Okay. It's looking really good. You know, and the fact that I was able to leave them in a little longer than I actually anticipated might be helpful to me because I thought they were only going to be able to stay in for like 2 days, but I got lazy and I was able to keep them in for like 4 days. So hopefully that helps in giving me the definition that I'm looking for. But okay, not too bad. It's something about those perm rods. When I use the perm rods, it just, I don't know, it doesn't make it really defined. I don't know why it doesn't coil the ends quite the way I want it to. Because I already see now towards the front, I see it's a little more frizzy. And this is what I was talking about before. I don't know, my hair just, it doesn't want to do right. And I don't know why. No matter how many tutorials I follow. Look at that. Just for the initial takedown, that's too much frizz. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. That's too much frizz. It should be way more defined, especially from being in a braid out for 4 days straight from soaking wet hair. That's just too frizzy. My hair just does not like it. And I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why she chooses to just go against the grain. But towards the back, it comes out perfect. Look at that. I think that's beautiful. But I don't know what the problem is. The front is just, I think, you know what it is? Actually, no, I do know what it is. In the back, if you've been with me for a minute, you know the back is a tighter coil for me. And the front is a looser curl. Like I said, it doesn't look horrible. But it just, it's not giving me what I thought it was going to give me. I thought it was going to be extremely, extremely defined because it sat for so many days. Okay, this is the reason why I do not do twist outs, braid outs. I'm done. I'm officially done unless they create something that just works with my hair. I took it out. It was fine. I go to work, I come back, it looks like this. And mind you, it's not humid outside, it's cold. It always puffs up like this. It's not terrible. The volume is nice. I like the volume. People at my job liked it because they never saw my hair out like this. But I'm just used to more definition, so maybe that's the reason why it's not sitting well with me. But I just don't understand for the life of me why I cannot get a good braid out or a good twist out. I'm using good products, the technique. I left it in my hair for 4 days. 4 days, the braids. And nothing. It comes out looking just like this. So I'm officially giving up. I hate to be a quitter, but I can't deal with it anymore. I cannot deal with it. I'm sorry, but it's just not the way. Clearly they don't love me, so it is what it is. I'll stick to the curls, but you know, at least I got some nice volume out of it. And then another thing, it looks extremely dry, and it's not. It's really soft. It's moisturized, but it looks super dry. It always does this. Look how dry that looks. That looks terrible. So yeah, another braid out fail, but it is what it is. I wanted to at least get back on here and show you realistically what it looks like. And this is why I steer clear and I just stay with the wash and goes. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Okay, I will see you guys in the next video. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. It's absolutely free, so it's not going to cost you anything. So come on, come with your girl. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.